A patrol ship, a gunpowder factory, and warehouses of the Russian Nazis invaders were hit. The results of the struck on the Saint Petersburg oil terminal of the Russian Nazis invaders were clarified.
On June 3 and on the night of June 4, 2026, units of the Defense Forces of Ukraine struck a number of important facilities of the Russian Nazis aggressor. In particular, a Russian Nazis border patrol ship of Project 10410, code Svetlyak, was hit in the waters of the Sea of Azov. The scale of the damage is being clarified. Also, a cluster of weapons and military equipment of the Russian Nazis invaders near village of Novoye Horivka in the temporarily occupied territory of the Ukrainian Kharkiv region, and a control point of the Russian Nazis invaders in the area of Okiratiny settlement in the temporarily occupied territory of the Ukrainian Donetsk region, were hit. In addition, an ammunition depot of the Russian Nazis invaders in the area of Greental village in the temporarily occupied territory of the Ukrainian Donetsk region, and fuel and lubricants depots of the Russian Nazis invaders in city of Simferopol in the temporarily occupied Ukrainian Crimea, and city of Melitopol in the temporarily occupied territory of the Ukrainian Zaporizhzhya region, were hit. Among other things, the territory of the Hephaestus MLLC branch, the elastic gunpowder plant of the Russian Nazis invaders, was hit in the Ryazan region of the so-called Russian Federation. A fire broke out on an area of over 400 square meters. According to additional analysis, it was established that on June 3, 2026, one oil tank was destroyed, and 6 oil tanks and 2 technical overpasses of the Russian Nazis invaders were damaged in the area of the St. Petersburg oil terminal in city of St. Petersburg in the so-called Russian Federation. The ignition of a warehouse with an area of over 200 square meters was also confirmed at the Michurinsky plant Progress Enterprise for the production of components for high-precision weapons in the Tambov region of the so-called Russian Federation. The Defense Forces of Ukraine will continue to systematically take measures to force the so-called Russian Federation, headed by small-size crazy son of a bitch, to stop armed aggression against Ukraine. To be continued. Glory to Ukraine.